Hello, I am Peter Blackwood. Welcome back to Icon Diary. 4 years ago I painted this icon of Saint Cecilia. I was rehearsing at the time for a couple of concerts, one featuring the Messes Solennel, dedicated to Cecilia, and it is by Charles Gounod, and the other, the Hymn to Saint Cecilia, a poem by W.H. Auden, to music by Benjamin Britten. Both concerts were around the 22nd of November, which is the Saint's feast day. At that time I prepared a detailed video of me painting the icon, and I've put a link at the bottom of this video if you want to watch that from way back then. It's a bit long and I have included the footage that I took back then in this video, but it comes across at super fast speed. I modelled my icon on one by Joseph Brown. There were many to choose from. She's often depicted with a pipe organ and sometimes with a harp. Indeed, Joseph Brown painted a version with a harp. Anyway, I prefer the organ, especially as Auden's poem also favours the organ over the harp. And I'll read the poem later. In the online website Britannica, they say this about Saint Cecilia. She is one of the most famous virgin martyrs of the early church and historically one of the most discussed. She's a patron saint of music and of musicians, and according to a late 5th century legend, she was a noble woman who as a child had vowed her virginity to God, and when she was married against her will to the future Saint Valerian, then a pagan, she told him that an angel of God wished her to remain a virgin, and he promised to respect this wish if he were allowed to see the angel. She replied that he would if he were baptized, and on his return from baptism he found Cecilia talking to the angel. She then converted his brother Tiberius, who also saw the angel. Both men were martyred before she was. She distributed her possessions to the poor, which enraged the prefect of the time, who ordered her to be burned, and when the flames did not harm her, she was beheaded. Cecilia was buried in the catacomb of St. Callistus near Rome. At the beginning of the 9th century, Pope Paschal I discovered her uncorrupted, her undecayed relics in a catacomb, and had them removed and brought to Rome to a basilica that now bears her name. According to tradition, she sang in her heart to the Lord as the musicians played at her wedding, and in art she is often represented playing the organ and, as I've said, sometimes a harp. Well, the Hymn to Saint Cecilia is a choral piece by Benjamin Britten, a setting of a poem by W.H. Auden, written between 1940 and 1942. It was originally entitled 3 Songs for Saint Cecilia, and later published it as the hymn or the anthem for Saint Cecilia's Day. And it goes. In a garden shady, this holy lady with reverent cadence and subtle psalm, like a black swan as death came on, poured forth her song in perfect calm. And by ocean's margin this innocent virgin constructed an organ to enlarge her prayer, and notes tremendous from her great engine thundered out on the Roman air. Blonde Aphrodite rose up excited, moved to delight by the melody, while, white as an orchid, she rode quite naked on oyster shell on top of the sea. It sounds so entrancing, the angels dancing came out of their trance into time again. And around the wicked in hell's abysses the huge flame flickered and eased their pain. Blessed Cecilia appeared in visions to all musicians, appear and inspire. Translated daughter, come down and startle, composing mortals with immortal fire. Well, if you are watching this video on the 22nd of November, then happy St. Cecilia's Day. And in any case, thank you for watching.